Welcome to an episode of Talking with Your Mouthful. I'm here with my good girlfriend,
Nola.
Nola.
Rowe?
Okay, I call her Nola Rowe. I know her as Nola Rowe. She's a fellow chef, and she's a friend of mine. And she and I've been friends for a couple of years.
Not a couple. Couples too, right?
Well, to me, a couple is like four, but okay, we've been
Black
together.
people time.
Yeah. Black people
Times four. Probably like
Yes.
say
6 years.
probably. The first time we met, you made me a turkey cake.
Right.
And you were in Harlem.
Yeah.
I drove an hour and a half for that turkey cake. It looked amazing.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
Exactly.
You
know what? I was pregnant. My son is 7.
Right. So I knew you for like 8 years. Every person that comes on here is always a story about how we met and how we knew each other. And I had the pleasure of having you at one of my events, Ladies Night in Brooklyn. You did a
cooking demo.
Demo, and you made that Rasta pasta. People were like so amazed. They was like, "What? This is what's in it?"
Yeah.
And you know, it was really good.
I was revealing the secret flavors.
Yeah. How you? Yeah. The copycat Rasta pasta. This is what you do at home. This is how you do it, and it came out really good.
Yeah.
And it tasted just like they did.
Yeah.
But today we're here to talk about
the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, she has. Her mom has a barbecue sauce now. You and your mom together.
Yeah.
And y'all both came up with the recipe together, correct?
A lot of tweaking, a lot of tasting, a lot of no's, a lot of retrying, revisiting until perfect flavor. And I didn't seal it because I figured you'd want to pop it and taste it. You're going to taste it, right?
Okay. I am. But how long did it take you guys to create this?
Probably about 5 or 6 sessions over the course of the summer. You know how you make something, you're like, something is missing. We couldn't figure it out, and after a while we figured it out.
Yeah. This is really cool. And the Hills is called the Hills. The Hills is named after
our restaurant.
Right.
Yes.
Which is located
East Flatbush, Brooklyn, 4706 Church Avenue.
I've been there one time. I gotta come out. I just not literally a party, like a party. I've done so much partying because I partied early on. Like I was 15, 16 years old in parties, and I had no business being in parties.
And that's a couple of years ago.
And I'm partied out.
Yeah.
So when people invite me to like stuff, I'll be like,
You have to come early in the day when it's just straight chill mode and food.
Right.
But once you come late, it's crowded and loud.
It's that party type of atmosphere.
Not necessarily party,
but
but you know, loud music and guys. You know.
You have to be dressed a certain way.
No.
No.
That's our thing.
Okay.
You can be comfortable.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So currently you have your sauce where?
It's in the store, soon to be online, and this is just the first of 5. The pepper sauce is next, and then there's a mango sauce, a tamarind sauce, salad dressing, and I'm forgetting one. There's another one, right? I think I'm forgetting one of the sauces. But when it does come out, everybody's gonna know. And you're gonna invite me back, right?
Absolutely. So what made you guys come up with a sauce?
We always make sauces. I'm a sauce person. I love sauces on my foods, and I'm always whipping things up. I'm also a bartender, so
yeah. So you always mixing mixology.
Yeah,
so you experiment a lot with different flavors.
So we make sauces all the time, and then I was like, Mom, we need to make some money. We need to put these in bottles. And then she was like, yeah, let's do that. And everybody else agreed. The sauce is doing well.
Good. And so you and your mom want to some sort of competition recently, a couple of months ago?
Yes, June,
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean chef competition,
Mm.
first place.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
That
oh,
was,
yeah.
but I kind of knew we would win. I didn't want to say that, but I knew because I'm super confident in the food.
Right.
Food is delicious. It was a no-brainer. I knew we would knock it out,
Right.
and it happened.
And what did you guys make?
Well, I actually came up with the menu. My mom executed. The main ingredients was plantains.
Mm-hmm.
So Caribbean people, plantain. So we made what Africans and Caribbeans would call fufu,
Mm-hmm.
which is mofongo to
Ah.
Hispanics and Americans.
Okay.
So you just pretty much mash the plantain together, season it, and shape it however you want. You can do it in balls or squares. So we did that, and then we did a tomato stewed fish on the side with some coconut callaloo, and everybody loved it.
Nice.
And somebody was like, the judges are cleaning the plates. Whose food is that? And I'm like, I bet that's our food. I think that's our food. And it was.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, shouts to you and your mom and
Thank you.
the Hills barbecue sauce, which was, when I saw you guys come up with a sauce, I was like, oh, how cool is that? That was really really amazing. I'm proud of you just to see your evolution from what you were doing to like I said, like when you and I first met, you were pregnant with your son.
Yeah.
Motherhood.
Mhm. And now he's
son.
like this tall. Yeah.
So how you? What's the most rewarding thing about being a mom?
The growth and tapping into a realm of love that you've never had before.
Yeah.
You will never love anyone or feel the love that you feel as a mother.
Right.
There's something, I just sit there and stare at him like, God, he's so cute and he's smart and he's funny. Yeah, so, and I just take all the credit. I mean, his dad is great, but I don't care. I take all the credit. So that's the great part about being a mom. Yeah.
And you and your mom, you guys have a great relationship because you guys work closely.
We're strong-minded people. We bump heads a lot, but
really,
yeah, we do. We bump heads a lot.
It doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem
because of the love, But then we also understand each other, and we also understand. Okay, this is what you're doing. I understand why this is happening, and we hug it out and kiss it out, and we literally had a session last night where and my mom's like, sometimes this is what you do. Sometimes you're snappy. I'm like, you too, and she's like, well, okay, love you. That type of thing. So it's like family. You bump heads, but the love overpowers everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
What do you want to see your son in 5 years?
We're in the process of developing his own business. He wants to have a Hills Junior for kids. So I'm like, you know what? Let's start with a lemonade stand. Maybe you'll do that. I don't know if anyone knows, it's super regulated in New York to even have a lemonade stand. So there's a process that you have to go through to do even that. Yes, you need a permit, you have to pay for that. So I'm just teaching him, the process and going through the motions. You can't just mix lemonade and go outside and sell it. No, you need a permit for that.
What you see on TV is not happening.
No, that's TV.
I didn't think that would be.
Yeah, the health department, even the cops can come and say, "Where's your permit?" And then that kid is probably like, "Mom," So preparing him for that. But I think it's a good thing in the sense that he gets to see how you develop as a business person. It's not just stirring lemonade and saying, "Hey, give me your money." There's work behind it, and there's a process. So I like that part.
Yeah. Does he go to the restaurant?
Yeah, he lives there, and he's involved in the sauce mixing, and he's involved in almost everything that I do because I really, really would love to mold a person who's an entrepreneur. I mean, if he does anything else, fine, but ideally I would love it if he worked for himself.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are not instilling that in their children. They're, pushing them to go to college and pushing them to, get an education and get those degrees. And sometimes when, you don't need those type of degrees.
Yeah.
The degrees that you need is those life degrees that you get from working your own
life
business
experience.
and going
I'm not against college. I'm not
no,
against
absolutely not. Yeah.
Higher education, but it doesn't work for everybody.
It doesn't. It doesn't. There's some children that were like, I have a friend, her son was like, oh, okay, I went to college for like, a couple of semesters, I'm done with it. I don't wanna do that. He wanted to do like a trade. He wanted to go fix cars and he was happy with that.
Be happy.
Yeah. And I think that we need to nurture and foster those
happiness.
Yeah.
I like that.
They can do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to sit in the classroom to actually do it.
Yeah, a lot of these CEOs and people who own these big companies don't have degrees, and the people who work for them are required to have degrees.
Yeah.
I don't have a degree, but my assistant does. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was just when I saw that out there. I was like, wow. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. The people who work for me have degrees.
Yeah, I just knew like as for me, I knew I was destined to be an entrepreneur. My mom was an entrepreneur.
But you're super creative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's because my mother. I get it from my mom. I mean, one day we were on a trip and we had like we wanted extra money.
Mm-hmm.
We had money, but we was like, let's get some extra money. So my mom, she had like earrings that she made, and she hung them on this beautiful board that she created, and we stood outside and we were like, and we sold like all her earrings, and we had like extra money to buy. We went to Walmart and we bought some stuff.
Walmart is the spot.
Yeah,
what?
yeah. So we were happy. We were really happy. But I get that from my mom.
Yeah, that's good.
My brother that recently passed, he was working on his own line of sauces.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
He was my competition. Oh my God.
He was working on his own line of sauces.
Are you gonna take it up? You should.
My sister and I are talking about it because my she's a chef. She lives in Delaware, and I'm like, we talked about it a little bit, but we're not really sure. Because we're still in the grieving process.
Yeah.
He just passed in September, so we're like, still like an open wound that we're trying
I remember I sent you my love.
It was, So just getting through that and trying to figure out,
you're not thinking there yet.
Yeah, it's just like now it's like if I think about it, it's like, oh my God, he's not here. It's just
that
a
reminder.
gradual process of trying to navigate through that part of it. So as a Black woman, and we are connected via social media, you bring up all these topics, these thought-provoking topics, and the thing I love is that you get people to think about things from a different perspective. Like the obvious is not obvious.
Come on,
come on, it's not.
And sometimes people get riled up and start fighting with each other in the comments, and then I just kind of back out. I'm like, all right, guys, you guys handle that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like now people are so emotionally invested into comments. It's like, it's like, okay, relax.
The age of the outrage.
Yeah.
Everybody's mad.
Yeah. And it's like, we need to channel that energy and to do other things, to do something more positive. Yeah, creative and more positive for our own people. Because this is like the direction that we're heading in is like, we can't continue.
I think we're at a turning point. I don't think that we're going this way. I think we're going around a curve or maybe like a valley. I think for anything amazing to happen, you have to go through some type of adversity. If you're going to build muscles, you have to work out and feel pain.
Right.
So that's how I parallel that. I think this is the workout. We're going through the pain. I see a lot of people waking up. And
Yeah.
you talk about things too.
Yeah.
So we represent a larger population. A lot of people are focused on growth and spreading messages
Yeah,
that, are beneficial,
Yeah.
as opposed to talking about things that aren't necessarily helping anybody, which post whatever you want on your social media.
Right.
But I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But we
think
just
so.
have to go through some stuff, and it's hard, and it's scary, and we might not even see what it is. That might happen after us.
Right. It very well may happen after.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hope and pray. Oh, come on, let me see a little bit, a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
You know, because we really have to get to that turning point.
Yeah.
We really have to,
We have to
because
get over this hump.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they're like you have a son. My children are grown, and they have children of their own. So it's like, it's scary to think about.
It is scary
things for them.
It is very scary, and I'm borderline like, oh my God, to bring another person into this world, is very scary. But I think it's gonna be okay. I mean, think of MLK. A lot of the things that he would have wanted never happened
Right.
until 50 whatever years later. And he didn't see it, but it happened, right?
More kids?
Yeah. Not plural. No.
One?
You could take that S off.
Yeah, one kid.
Leave the S outside.
You want to have
Maybe
another
one kid, yeah. I think so, yeah.
A girl? Would you
Yeah.
like a girl?
Mm-hmm. I deserve a girl. Yeah.
You seem like a boy type.
I am a boy type.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
am
know
a
because
boy
the way
type.
you are with your son is so. To see you and
Yeah.
when you talk about him, and
But I asked for him. I literally meditated and prayed and said, God, I need a boy, because there are some things that need to happen in this world that I think he would have an easier time getting done. That was literally what my prayer was. But now I'm like, I want a daughter. Cute little girl. Sassy.
Yeah, dress her up and doll her up and.
Why do we think of that when it's
I don't
it's
know.
girls? Because that's all I think about. I'm
Me
like, she's
too.
gonna be so cute.
Yeah, I think about the hair bows and the dresses and the nice little cute shoes.
But you know what? I also never wanted to do hair. Did not want to do hair. And that was in my prayer. I was like, I don't want to do anybody's hair every Saturday.
You had a day, a specific day, Saturday. My
The
daughter
weekend,
does.
sitting there crying.
Yeah, my daughter does my granddaughter's hair every Sunday, like clockwork.
But God didn't care about that part, because my son came out with hair and he's like, I want long hair. I was like, God, I told you. I didn't want to do anybody's hair, but it happened.
So he doesn't cut his hair.
He cut it once and then he came back. Mom, I want to grow my hair back. And I said, the only way I will be involved with your hair is if you grow the top only and leave the sides. That way it's quick and easy. Because that process of washing and then combing it out to make sure that it's not tangled up, and then moisturizing, and then blowing it out. I can't throw a wig on him, like I can do myself. So it's a real process, and it's super draining, especially when your lifestyle is kind of like this, where you're zooming a lot. I don't want to sit there and do hair.
Yeah.
But I do, because it's only this part.
Yeah. I'm going to taste the sauce.
Yay! I hope you like it.
I hope I like it too.
And it has fruit in it.
So you guys make it you guys make it yourselves.
Yeah.
Make it and bottle it yourselves.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. You're doing it twice, so that's good.
No, this is really good. This is a really smoky taste. The barbecue is really, really good. I like it because it doesn't have, it's not too tangy. You know that?
Yeah. That shocks you.
Yeah, I'd be like,
that's the vinegar.
Yeah, this isn't.
We have to go through all of that. We went through that too. We did. It was hitting, and then we were like, you know what?
You gotta scale
the
down.
Sugar. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, this is really good. I can see you could put this on.
A lot of things. I eat this with everything. I eat it with chips. Chips meaning plantain chips.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Rice. Yeah.
I can see that.
Put it on the salad too.
This is really good. I really like this.
This is your 5th dip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, it's really good. What kind of fruits are in
6.
here? What kind of fruits are in here?
Mango, peaches, pineapple. I eat it. That's how I ate it when we figured out the perfect recipe. I was just sitting there with a spoon, like, oh my god, this is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Hills tropical barbecue sauce. This is really good.
Thank you.
This is really, really good. I'm so proud of you. You guys are really doing something.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you. This is about you today. Okay, it's about you. But yeah, you guys were when you guys won the contest, I was like, wow, that was really, really huge. You didn't really talk about you guys were gonna be in a contest. You mentioned it like once, like in passing. Yeah.
Because I was out of the country.
Oh.
I was out of the country for probably 2 to 3 weeks. And then when I came back, it was straight to like doing promo, radio station, all of the different things. And there was no focus on promoting it. So I think when it happened and it came out, people were like, what? We didn't know. But I'm happy that we have that under our belt. And we're probably going to do more. Well, definitely going to do more.
And what do you see? What do you see for your sauces in the future?
You have to see my vision board. The word international is in there.
Nice.
Yeah. So I want everybody doing what you just did. 6, 7, 8, 9. Putting it on salad, on rice. Putting it on toast.
Yeah. So to get there, do you have to go through what? Do you have to go through the FDA? Everybody. Not at this stage. Right.
But eventually, everybody. Everybody is going to ask you for a percentage of your profits. That's really what that is. But I don't even want to go down that road. I don't want to have that conversation right now. Everybody wants a cut. Because if you go to the FDA or the health department or any agency for that matter, what are they going to do? They're going to give you a bill, no? Yeah. So, but that's fine. We like to share. You guys are going to get your cut.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah. But that's the to me the downside of.
It's why a lot of people don't go into business. And I know a lot of people who have owned restaurants. I know people who own restaurants right now and they want to get out because it's the most regulated industry. Everybody is regulating you. Everyone, especially if you sell alcohol. The health department, the NYPD, the SLA, the buildings department. Anything that ends with department, they probably regulate restaurants.
And the thing about it, and the misconception that people have is that when you get those scores, they think that it's based on sanitary and
no.
Your food, the how good it is or not good it is. And those you can have a crack in your kitchen floor and the tile.
That's a violation.
That's a violation, and they will fine you for that.
The water in the faucet could be the wrong temperature, and that's a violation.
Right, and people think that those scores when you see A, B, C, D, it's and just because a restaurant has an A doesn't mean they're clean either. No. So you have to use your own discernment.
Chipotle had A's, right? I'm just saying.
No, they
not throwing anyone under the bus, but just as an example,
right,
of this cleanliness idea.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah, and I just want to just clear up that whole misconception about restaurant ratings, and they're like, oh, when they go see an A, I always have to defend the restaurant industry, because when people, let's go, they got an A.
Because I've seen some restaurants, man, with an A, but
yeah, and they suspect. You go in there, you're like,
no.
Yeah, my stomach, no. And I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes. But I've also had the opportunity to. One of my friends, she had a bar, so I had the opportunity to see how the health department came and shut her down at 11 p.m. at nighttime in prime time while she's serving drinks. Over because someone called a disgruntled customer called, and then they come out and they want to shut you down, and then they want to go through and they like, oh well, you have a crack in your floor,
and you know what? I'm gonna say this out loud. If they come and everything is okay, they will keep digging.
Yeah, until they find something.
Because they have to find something, anything.
It's how they make their money.
Yep. Everything is profit.
Everything is about that dollar, and it's sad. That's what's so discouraging about even going into that aspect of having an actual visual.
Yeah.
It is. It's not. I mean, because that's what my goal is, to have an actual place, but it's like. I'm like, is my relationship gonna survive?
Yeah,
it's like that's what I be saying to myself. Okay,
it affects your personal life.
It does. It does, because when this is your passion, this is something you do and you love it. You're all in, hands, feet, everything. You're really
around the clock, and you don't stop working.
Right.
Even if your hours are 9 to 5, that doesn't mean that you're not working during the other hours. You have to prepare. You have to do paperwork. You have to call vendors. You have to deal with disgruntled staff. You have to deal with a flood in the basement. And this is literally what one day could look like. And by the end of the day, you're like, yo, I don't know.
And then we're not talking about going to get supplies.
And groceries. Yeah. It's a lot. But you know what? I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I love it.
I love it. But,
I love it. I would rather, really go through it for something I love than to go through it with something that I don't care about. I think either way you're going to go through it.
Right.
So, pick your poison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're a bartender.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink you like to make?
This is a popular question. I can tell you what I drink.
What do you drink?
I'm a tequila girl.
You are?
Yeah, I like Patron. I do a sunrise with pineapple instead of orange. So Patron, pineapple juice, a little bit of grenadine, mix it up. I don't like the taste of liquor. I like my drink sweet. Most people like citrus and lime with a little bit of bitter. That's not my area. I like sugar. So I pour that grenadine in there and stir it up and make it really sweet, and I'm like this, and I'm hot. I love tropical drinks. Fruit punch, rum punch, tropical punch, mango punch, coconut punch. I just love the tropical drinks. I'm gonna come to one of your events and bartend.
Okay.
Not for free though.
I didn't ask you for free. Liquor costs money. I know. I know. Listen. Yeah. I know. I'm in the industry. I know how stuff costs money. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, but I like, it depends on what mood I'm in. I'm a vodka. I love vodka.
I drink like a kid. I want it to be like candy.
Sweet.
Not overly sweet, but
a little sweet. Yeah, I don't like mine too sweet, because then it's like I don't know when to stop.
That's probably a lot of people's issue, that you're drinking it and then before you know it, you're like, oh my god, I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I've never had it.
When you get that little bitterness, okay, girl.
Where's that?
This is the last drink I'm going to be able to drink tonight.
Yeah.
But when it's sweet, you like Kool-Aid, you be like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't even know how I'm going to get home.
Yeah, you have to know your limit, though. You have to know your limit. And a lot of people don't know their limit.
What's your limit? How many is your limit?
Probably 2. It depends on the event, and what I'm doing. If I'm just relaxing, doing nothing, I'm probably gonna fall asleep after 2 drinks. But if I'm partying and moving and my metabolism is in overdrive, I'm probably gonna have like 4. Start off with a shot.
A shot of what? Patron?
Yeah. That's like a nice way to start. You just go to the bar, you're gonna take a shot and a cocktail shot, and then take the cocktail and go. But honestly, I'm at that point where I'm not even drinking anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't stopped yet, but this is it right here, and I'm like right here. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't take you for a tequila, girl.
Yeah. What did you think? Whiskey?
Rum.
Really? Rum gives me headaches.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And that's our main spirit. I'm Guyanese.
Right.
That's our thing.
I know.
So, unless it's super flavored, like coconut or Malibu and ice. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yummy. Sweet.
What's your favorite dish to make?
Rasta pasta? You know what I love? One pot dishes. I love throwing everything in. And it's turned into, when I was younger, I loved the whole process of you're taking a little of this, you're doing this, and then you put that to the side.
Mm-hmm.
For me now, it's more of convenience because of my lifestyle. I don't want to cook anything, and this is at home. I don't want to cook anything that's longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. I'm totally
I
in
can't deal
agreement
with
with
it.
that.
Put it in there,
Yeah,
move on, and
yeah. Because if it has too many, if it's tedious and has so many
Yeah.
steps,
yeah.
like sometimes I'll try like new recipes and I'll look at and I'll be like, nah.
No. We're not doing that. It's this long.
Yeah,
No, we're not going to
the
be done until
ingredient
tomorrow.
list is
No.
this long, and
Yeah.
then they want you to add this and
Yeah.
then slowly add
But
this.
you know what? I'll do that if I'm entertaining.
Right.
Because I love to do that.
Right,
You know,
right.
just have a nice spread and
Mhm.
a bunch of different dishes.
And put the
I'll-
love in every
Yeah,
dish.
I'll do
yeah.
that. And
yeah.
then everybody's like, how did you make this? I'm
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, yeah. All these steps, you have no clue. I'm in here sweating like a slave in here. You just for you.
I like that. I like when everybody comes over and you're upstairs taking a shower because you're not ready in time, and then you come down, and then everybody
Like you had everything catered, and you like everything is all laid out, and they don't have no clue that if you drink one more drink, you're gonna be asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you drink when you cook?
I don't.
Okay, I drink wine.
I don't drink when I cook because it makes me very relaxed. And then I'll be like, man, I'm not doing nothing else. I'll be like, I don't know what they gonna
I know
eat.
what you
I'm about to go to the chicken spot and get this some chicken.
I know what you
I
mean.
can't-
That's funny.
Yeah, I be late. I start drinking like when that last dish is on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, let me pour me a drink and let
Yeah.
me go get dressed,
Yeah.
and I'm sipping and getting dressed, and
Yeah.
by the time company comes, I'll have my second or third drink, and I'm like, hey, I'm
Welcome.
festive, yeah.
Hey guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me.
For me, it depends on my vibes.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing something hectic, the alcohol enhances that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to talk about alcohol anymore because it's sounding like I'm telling people, drink, go on a drink.
No.
It enhances. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if it's like a really chill vibe,
Yeah.
then that's what happens. It
Right.
really depends on what's happening with me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
depends. Because sometimes, like, I'll drink vodka. Sometimes I like Patron. Depends on the mood. Sometimes I'll drink wine.
Yeah.
You know, definitely depends on what kind of mood I'm
Yeah,
in.
but Patron is that thing that a lot of people say it turns you into something else. I don't know what the something is, but
I thought it was
makes you
Hennessy,
crazy.
but I don't know.
That too, the
I thought
brown
it was-
juice.
Yeah, I thought it was Hennessy, but okay, you
Yeah.
know, yeah. But I am super proud of you,
Thank
man.
you.
Listen, this sauce is really good. Y'all need to go to the Hills Restaurant, which is located at
4706 Church Ave, Brooklyn, East Flatbush.
4706 Church in what, 40 what?
Between 48 and Schenectady. You know your numbers.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a Brooklyn girl. Gotta know. I grew
Yeah.
up in Flatbush, so I didn't know
Did
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Flatbush. I went to Erasmus. When Erasmus was bad. during that era.
Oh, it got better?
I don't know. Did it? I thought it did.
It turned into something else.
Oh, I thought it got better since they, had this whole makeover and.
It's a different school now. When they break it up into charter. Yeah. But that was like a jail, no? It looked like a prison. A bunch of bars and it was dark. This is a whole different conversation. Yeah. My brother went there.
It was.
So I used to have to go inside. It was so dark. I was like,
there was a playground to do all kinds of stuff in the Erasmus.
You guys are turning these kids.
It was nice.
Sorry, Erasmus.
Shout out to Erasmus. I loved you. That was my era. I was like.
Shout out, no pun intended.
Yeah. I was running amok in Erasmus when I was there. So it was
I went to Wingate.
Oh, got it. Get it.
Before it was a different school. You went to Wingate too? All right. The Gate. I drove by Wingate and saw a garden in front of the school, and there's a white lady doing yoga.
What?
It's not Wingate anymore. So, but that's what's happening.
What is it called? Wyndham Gate? Or I don't know. What are they turned into something else?
I don't know.
Are they gentrified Wingate?
I know you have your little triggers with that word, so don't get started.
No, we're not. Yeah, you already know. I'm not. We're not gonna go there.
No, that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah. We'll be down there all night. We don't got all night. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for bringing me this sauce. I will be using it soon. Since I opened the damn thing, I gotta use it. And it's really, really, really good. I love it. Doesn't have that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Proud of you too.
Yeah. This is an episode of Talking with Your Mouth Full with Nola Rowe, my girl Nola. She said she's gonna bartend for me, not for free, but she's gonna bartend for me.
This lady, what is your bio? I love to cook, but not for free.
Right.
That's where I got it from.
Right. Hey, I taught you something.
Not for free.
Not for free. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you.
See you later.
Yeah.